yet.
A religious relationship that is the first of its kind for both Joel Osteen and T.D. Jakes. Eyewitness News anchor Melanie Lawson talked about why and how they're teaming up. Tonight's closer look.
It's church service on steroids. At Lakewood, Joel and Victoria Osteen preach to nearly 44,000 people a week here in Houston. Millions more watch on TV.
So that you may have the strength to go in.
In Dallas, Bishop T.D. Jakes leads his own megachurch, the Potter's House, with 30,000 members and an international TV ministry.
What do two televangelists talk about when they get together?
Well, you know what? We just had fun. But he's just as down to earth and just as real, and it's not, you know, he is in the pulpit as what he is behind the scenes.
It's stressful when you can't find the right chapter, especially when you're a preacher.
Normal, fun, brilliant.
I got to ask you, he said you were fun. Did you find him fun too?
Absolutely. Absolutely fun. Absolutely fun. And very authentic and very down to earth and very much what I expected him to be like.
They've known each other for years, but it was a chance conversation that brought these preaching powerhouses together. Jakes thought Lakewood would be a good place to host his annual men's conference, so he came to take a look.
He loved seeing the auditorium. We spent about an hour here just walking around. I had him play with the lights on the ceiling.
These Texas titans of televangelism have a lot in common. Both are well known, both are wealthy. Osteen has written 3 best-selling books. Jakes has written more than 30, along with producing music, plays, and movies.
One of the things I asked him about is what you both get criticized for, and that's being, you know, ministers of prosperity. Did you ever talk about that and some of the slings and arrows that are directed at you?
We did, and it's funny, some of the things he said stuck with me, and I said, what would you do different, just because he's been doing it longer? He said, I would realize who I should ignore quicker.
I said, what God has for you is for you.
Meaning that you're going to get criticized for something. You might as well get criticized for what you believe. And I believe that God wants us to be blessed.
If you can do it, you can just do it. Let the haters make their haterade all they want to. I don't think that God minds us having things. He minds things having us.
I need you to know that I love you so much.
Based on the novel by best-selling author T.D. Jakes.
What I tried to do was to make sure that I could explore all of the creative energies that I have. I'm a movie producer. I've written books and sold millions of copies of books. I don't have to depend on the church for my salary and for my income, and that's been a blessing to me.
Bishop Jakes, we respect you and we honor you and we admire you and just are so happy to have you here.
That day spent together led to a first-of-its-kind invitation by Osteen to have someone other than a Lakewood minister take over his pulpit.
We've been doing this 11 years since my dad died, and I thought, you know, it's just time to have a few of our friends come in. And you know, when you can get a Bishop Jakes and people like him, although he's one of a kind, it's just such a different flavor and just a refreshing thing.
I can count on my hands the times I've been away from my church on a Sunday morning. Somebody take my picture, I'm at Lakewood.
Many ministers this well-known might not want to share a pulpit, but each of these men credits the other with forging a bond.
He's very easy to talk to, very easy to be around, very, very gracious, very non-pretentious, and almost comes from a different place from where most preachers come from. Non-competitive, non-judgmental. Those are things that you seldom see in the ministry.
Our paths cross here and there, but now, you know, it just felt like it's time, and he felt it too, just to get together and just see what we can do more together than we can apart.
And so do I hear that maybe there may be some collaborations in the future?
We'd love to do something together.
They've already set another date. Osteen will speak at Jakes' conference later this year. And for the men nicknamed the Smiling Preacher and the Black Billy Graham, there's a new appreciation for someone else who understands.
Because we both pastor very large churches, have daunting tasks, are visible, dealing with high-stress lives and looking to the same God for help. And we really share war stories sometimes of things we've learned about life and things that we are learning. That fellowship for anybody is very, very important.
Melanie Lawson, 13 Eyewitness News.
And Osteen says he is now looking to partner with other ministries as well. So he has established a pastor's network to reach out to more